everybody, and welcome to the Let's Be Friends podcast.
Well, Lucas, whoa. Shut up. Sit back. I got this. I'm back.
Ah,
I know.
okay.
But it's been so long since I've hosted a podcast. I'm doing the intro.
Return of the podcast master.
Yes.
Return of the podcast.
And if I wasn't scared about having the music rights on YouTube, I'd play some really epic, like Lord of the Rings music right now. But I won't, because I don't want to get sued.
I can hum it.
No, even then.
They'll probably still flag it.
I don't want to get
too
flagged.
close.
Speaking of that, one of my topics videos, I found out actually had to get reposted because their humming got flagged. They had to repost a video. That's for later.
YouTube's like that.
Anyway, welcome to
YouTube.
Let's Be Friends number 15. I am MrWartburg. Alongside me is Lucas III,
Howdy.
Andy,
Hello.
and the Spoderman.
Hello.
With a man.
Yeah, it's been over a month since my last podcast. I think I was on 13, and then actually couldn't edit it because I got stuck in the hospital for 15 days. It was lovely, and I guess I didn't say that sarcastic enough. It sucked balls.
Surprisingly, everything didn't even fall apart.
Well,
I don't know. I listened to number 14, so I don't know about that, but
oh.
Well, you know what? You know what was wrong with number 14?
What?
I wasn't there. That was the problem.
You.
Yep.
well, that
Shut
can't.
up.
We don't know if that's a true
You
statement
ruined
or
my
not.
podcast streak, Luke.
because I wasn't there either.
Oh, well.
I was there.
It was a combination of both of those
I'm
things.
always here.
That could be the
streak
reason it did
makes
fall
the
apart.
podcast good.
Well,
Yeah, that's absolutely what it was.
Yeah, it was just you, only you.
Yeah,
Yep.
only Luke. He couldn't shoulder the burden by himself.
Nope.
Soldier Don. Cam is my loyal lieutenant, even though he did most of the work, as all lieutenants do.
Yeah,
mean-
that's what good leaders do. They do no work. It's all
Yeah.
delegation, man.
And
All
take
about
all
the
the
delegate.
credit.
All about the delegation.
Luke just sits in the back in a big chair and
Thus,
takes all the credit.
The Bush
Yeah.
administrator.
Pretty much.
Uh,
So yeah, a lot
Okay,
of stuff has happened since number 13. Heck, even since 14.
is there anything you particularly want to cover?
Well, there is one thing that I do want to cover. That's of course what happened last week, or was it this week still? Yeah, it was the week of
Monday,
the
wasn't it?
recording, the Monday of the
Yeah.
day
Yeah, Monday.
preceding the day we recorded this podcast. The great Robin Williams committed suicide,
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
which was obviously really, really sad.
Mhm.
But not going to delve too far into the tragic side of it, because that's not what we're about. So we're going to go down the line and actually talk about what our favorite Robin Williams roles are. Starting with Andy.
Oh, okay. Well, if I had to pick one, I would be torn between either Mrs. Doubtfire or Jumanji, because they were just both childhood films of mine, and they were just so good.
Both excellent choices.
This is
Very good
Doubtfire.
choices.
So good.
Any particular reason outside of the fact that
Oh.
they were your childhood movies?
I mean, I think it was just. It's hard to pick out one particular good reason. They were just both such good films that they still hold up even now. I mean,
Like you feel like you could just turn them on today.
if Mrs. Doubtfire would ever be on TV or Jumanji, I would just sit and watch them.
Fair enough.
All right, Lucas, what do you
Huh?
got?
Oh well, mine is a very, very obvious choice, but it's got to be the genie from Aladdin. His voice role in that,
Yeah.
mainly because of the nature of the character, like this all-powerful being that seems to exist out of time and makes references. It allowed him, I think, to fully express his craziness. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
he's doing these
Yeah.
impressions, and he's like, you've seen his stand-up. He changes his
Yeah.
voice all of the
It'd
time.
just be totally out there, sort of thing.
His
Yeah.
Live on Broadway is one of my all-time favorite stand-up specials.
Yeah, so this
He was
stand-up
good.
was just, yeah.
Yeah, but that or Good Will Hunting.
Another good choice. All right, Spoder, wow us.
It's a tough choice between Mrs. Doubtfire and the genie
Ah.
from Aladdin.
Both wills.
I mean, There's a reason everyone's picking them, because they were such good roles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way to be original, jeez.
Why didn't you say my dreams thing?
Mainly just because Aladdin, because well, that was one film from my childhood which I overwatched a bit too much.
Yeah. Same here, like my
And
Mrs.
Mrs. Doubtfire,
Doubtfire.
just
Yeah. We ruined the tape we watched it so
Mrs.
much.
Doubtfire, just
Like we ruined it.
I had to go back and watch a few clips on YouTube earlier. I was laughing hysterically.
One thing
Yeah.
after the whole thing that kind of made me even more sad was that YouTube pulled the HD version of Whose Line Is It Anyway that Robin Williams was in. And that's easily like one of my top few Robin Williams roles was that episode he did. Because every single second of it is hilarious, and the whole cast outside of Robin Williams also brought their A game. It was easily one of the best episodes they ever did, which is saying something because they were on for
saying something because of
10 seasons.
Yeah.
They did so many episodes. And that's one of their best. It's amazing. And there are some links you can find online that I'm going to hesitate to put in the link dump because they're probably not all that legal. But definitely find a way to watch it because it's Robin Williams at his absolute best.
We don't advise you to click these links, but we
But
won't.
if you do,
It'll
be worth it.
We
won't
hope
stop
you enjoy it.
if you do, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, the day I found out that he committed suicide, I watched I think that 3 times, and it was amazing every single time.
Yeah.
So many good moments, like singing. He's singing with Wayne Brady a gospel song about air traffic controllers, and he's like, "You've got the feeling and the spirit and the clearance to land," like fucking great. And they do the best scenes from a hat I've ever watched. They did one. The last one they pull out is, what is Robin Williams thinking right now? And then it's he just walks out to the middle, looks at the camera. What the hell am I doing? I have a career. Oh, it's so good. And I would highly recommend everybody watch it. That show, plus that show needs more love. Even though it's still on the air, it needs more love.
I mean, let's not talk about the new series, though.
It's still good. It's just not as
It's still good. It's just not as good.
No.
The old series is definitely the best.
Oh, by far.
Same with
Not even
everything.
an argument.
Let's see. Who wants to... But now that we're done with that topic, I suppose we should transition into our individual topics. That was kind of more the master topic, one that we had to talk about because it was something that's so big that happened. We had to talk about it. So who wants to, bite the bullet first, jump on the grenade, and say their topic?
Come on, Steve Rogers, step up.
No, well,
It's a dummy grenade. God.
If no one else is going to do it, I guess I'll go first.
All right.
So, my question is, do you have a particular item or skill that would be useful in a zombie apocalypse? And if you don't, what kind of skill would you dedicate yourself to learning quickly? So I'll tell you my item, which is my fencing sword. And when you take off the thingy, the guard, it's very pointy. And being not in America, I don't have a gun.
You're gonna stab a zombie in the head.
I'm gonna stab a zombie in the eye.
And then it's gonna get stuck in that head, and you get bit by all the other zombies around that zombie.
Nah. You don't know how good I am at fencing.
Hello,
I'm damn good.
Get a katana.
My zombie apocalypse is my fencing sword, and I'm going to ride my horse Chevrolet while swiping at the peasants.
You don't swipe with a fencing sword, you peon.
Yeah,
please.
you get stuck in another human being's body or a dead human being's body, and you die.
My body. I know what I'm doing. Please, I'm not in America.
It's so slow. Like it's a one hit. You can't kill more than one at once. And
like I said, my options are limited. I've got to make do with what I've got.
You go buy a machete.
I've generally never seen a machete in this.
Go to a home goods store. You could go to any place that sells gardening equipment. You'll be able to find a 3-foot machete. Guarantee it.
Yeah, but I couldn't be that cool if I had a machete. I mean,
they come with a badass belt sheath. Of course, you're instantly a badass. And you could slice through multiple zombies' heads at once.
Could you? I mean,
yeah, those things.
Have you seen these arms? These arms don't slice. Don't have. Yeah.
You keep it sharp, as with any blade. You have to keep it sharp. And start weightlifting. Get some free weights. You have plenty of time to work out in the zombie apocalypse.
You can live.
Well, if based on my weapon of choice, I don't have much time at all.
Honestly, okay.
So. Yeah, I mean, It's worth a go. If I go out, I'm gonna go out. It's gonna be worthy of a story. Moron
And
tries to
he's
stab.
casualty.
Moron tries to stab.
It's going to
stab
be a
zombie
little
with
cliff
a
note in the
pointy
bottom
stick.
of the zombie apocalypse guide.
Yeah.
Don't
It'll
use
be like-
fencing sword. You'd
Yeah.
be stupid.
Don't do it. Yeah.
Get together.
You could ask Andy, but he's dead.
Yeah. He dead.
He's dead now.
I mean, I could pick my guitar, but I don't really want to smash it on a zombie's head.
Oh, Dead Rising style? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I could use that, I suppose. Maybe I'll use both.
You could use it to start a fire.
It's a bit of plastic. You want to file plastic?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking an actual guitar.
Well, I have two guitars, but I mean, I think if I was going to use one for a club, I'd use the heavy one, not the one that's made of hollow and made of wood.
True.
Watch as I turn the zombie into campfire material.
I'll kill you with splinters. But yeah, maybe in second thought, maybe my guitar will be a better idea. I don't know. If less flamboyant.
Mine's cold, methodical thinking of, I know these are my loved ones, but they have to die now. There's no fixing them.
Wow.
I have to take care of this.
Wait,
Luke's
so
still
are you going to
being
kill
right on
them
time.
before they turn? That's kind of dark.
Yeah.
It's what they
It's
would have.
like, oh no, it's a zombie.
Listen,
I know.
If I swear it was voodoo. No,
Luke still has the idea of they can't turn if they're already dead.
But what if it's Walking Dead style? They turn after you kill them.
Mm.
then I'll double tap.
Rule number 1. Double tap.
Double tap.
Is it
Yeah.
even rule number 1? I don't even remember.
I'm pretty
It's
sure it
definitely-
is.
I'm going to look it up.
It's
one of
definitely
them.
one. It's pretty. Yeah, it's one of the.
It's one of the
important
first he says, but I don't
Yeah.
know if it's in the...
I think it might be rule number 3.
I thought
Is it before or
the
after
one was
cardio?
cardio because like the opening scene is the fat dude being eaten.
Yeah, rule number 1's cardio, isn't it?
Yeah, number 1's cardio. Number 2 is double tap.
That's number 3.
Beware of bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do that anyway, but alright.
You never know what could be lurking in bathrooms.
Yeah. Bathrooms, scary places. Scary, scary places.
All right. Spoder.
Mine would probably be the machete we have in the shed, which
Get
I
you
don't
with your
know
shed machete.
how we. I don't know how we acquired it. Apparently, my grandma bought it here on a bus.
Okay. As you do. Not even
Apparently
brought it
we
back
have a
from
machete.
war.
I'm just popping off for some milk and then brings back a machete home.
I'd like, it'd be better if she just came back confused. I went for some milk and I've got, I mean, there's this. I'm not quite sure what happened. Money changed hands.
No, but that would definitely be my weapon of choice. Either that or the fact that I can just run like a little bitch and hide.
I don't know. Your weapon of choice? Legs.
What's that, Grandma? This is how I'm going to stop.
The best weapon sometimes is the best defense.
Yeah. Just running away like a big girl.
Yep.
Yep.
That'd be my plan.
It's like the whole
There's
thing.
a
If
knock
we ever
at
get
my
strapped
door.
to the bear.
I shall return. I don't know
Oh,
if it's
what
my...
we could go-
I don't know if... Okay, first off, let me get through mine quick. Mine would
okay.
have to be my veritable arsenal I have at my house. I have a Benelli 20-gauge shotgun, a 243 rifle, a 22 rifle. My brother has a good, 40, 50 knives. I've got several myself. And, of course, we have a shit ton of propane and explosive materials to fortify and build defenses with.
Benefits of
America.
living in America. You live on your own armory.
All right, I'll be back. I think my brother just showed up.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
topic 2, I turn to Lucas.
Oh, okay. If you could bring back any extinct animal, what would it be?
Hmm.
And mine personally would, just because I feel bad about it, would have to be the dodo. I just
Yeah, that
feel
was just-
bad that we
it's just
kind
a-
of just got rid of those poor guys.
We just exploited their stupidity.
Not even that. It was just we killed one. And we were like, this is tasty. So then we just went and killed a lot of them.
Well, that's how most extinct things end up coming about, isn't it? It's like,
We were intelligent enough to be like, maybe we shouldn't
well,
kill
that's-
all. But no, apparently our
That's what-
insatiable hunger could.
That's what we did with the Galapagos tortoise and stuff. Wasn't it? Like Darwin said, they're quite nice, and everyone's like, I'll be having a bit of this.
The worst part about the Galapagos tortoises is the fact that they were meant to get
they're
back
supposed-
to London, but they didn't.
Yeah, they were on
because
ships, and they were like, That must have been an awkward conversation when they got off the ship. So where's these tortoises? Well,
Ate them.
they all jumped overboard.
I fell over and I took a bite out of it, and then it turns out they were quite tasty. So
The fact that they kept going back and getting more, but
It's just
eating before they got
it's like a comedy thing. It's like, we sent you back for more tortoises. Did you not eat them this time? Oh, you!
You,
this
and then like
time.
freeze frames.
Yeah, I was like, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
That's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to be the dodo because I feel humanity is responsible.
Would you have a plan for the dodo if you brought it back?
Well, people like exotic
Just
birds.
not kill it this time.
People like exotic birds, and these ones can't fly away. So
Pet
works out.
walking on a leash. I mean,
Yeah, they
Totally.
replace cats and dogs.
that'd be much if everyone's just walking the dogs. You're walking like a giant turkey, essentially. So yeah, you've got your dog. That's so original. Check this out.
I am a
Gobbles the
dodo.
dodo.
I'm ahead of the norm.
Yeah, I mean, get me. That's
Edgy
cool.
as fuck.
Dodo. Yeah. Edgy Murphy once again.
Does anyone? I understand it's a very awkwardish kind of question. So, does anyone have any ideas what they'd want? Well,
I
not
would.
awkward, but like,
I would personally go for the Tasmanian wolf because it was such a unique thing. It was like a wolf, but it was a marsupial, so it had like a pouched-out kangaroo, and it was like the only animal of its kind that was like that. And it just got wiped out. So
Did we just now get to Lucas's topic?
no, Luke did his, and then now I'm doing it. He
Oh,
answered
okay.
his own question first. So we were talking about walking
yeah.
dodos on leashes. So yeah, Tasmanian wolf because it was one of a kind sort of thing.
Fair enough.
Also, it would make a very good pet because it's cool.
I mean, that works.
I mean, you
No,
can
I'd
walk your
want-
dodo. I've got a wolf.
The dodo will eat my wolf and bring it back to extinction, and I'll be very unhappy.
Yeah, that would be a bit awkward. So you brought back a dodo. Whoops. I mean,
It's slowly building up an arsenal. Oh, you got a wolf? I've got a smilodon.
yeah.
Yeah,
For
Anyway,
anyone who does not know what a smilodon is, it is a saber-toothed cat, but it's
Yeah.
what's actually called, you peasant.
yeah.
Dang it, you already said saber-tooth tiger.
Tiger. Well, no,
That
I
was my one.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
woolly mammoth, T-Rex, Spinosaurus.
I got another good one.
All right. Okay.
There you go.
Can't say it before we say it before. Say
What?
things.
Me?
Don't meet the same fate as me.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine. If I had to bring back any animal, be the Neanderthal for study,
Oh,
Oh whoa.
so we could actually
choice.
like get a better understanding of like what our differences with them were when we were evolving and all that kind of stuff.
well,
Yeah.
it
I'm gonna be clubbed over the head.
was mainly
Well,
they
who
were
says in
kind-
what condition I have to bring it back? What if I could bring it back like from any point in time and transport it into like a scientific research center, so that way totally safe.
Yeah,
And whatever
I guess,
diseases they're
yeah.
carrying, it would have to be completely like because the world back then was so different. It would have to be in like a hermetically sealed container in a science
Yeah.
place,
It would be the boy in the bubble, but a Neanderthal.
pretty much.
I like I like the idea. Nobody seems well. When I say nobody, I mean people who haven't looked into it. Nobody seems to understand why the Neanderthal went extinct, and yet again, hello, we are the
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
it went
We
off.
killed them. That's what we did.
Well, that's a theory. Can't really prove that.
Well,
The other
I mean,
theory is we outbred them, or that we because our births like had less deaths than theirs, resulted in
True.
less fatalities. That we could use tools, and that they couldn't.
they could use
that
tools.
kind of thing. Well, they could, but like to the point where we applied them differently, and we bred so fast that our society just grew at a faster rate than theirs and starved them out for resources.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a lot of theories on why it happened, but
Yeah.
beginning to like our species more and more as this conversation goes on.
What? It costs me murder everything.
Yes.
Oog did
Yeah,
good.
exactly what we
Oog
do.
wiped out species.
Yeah.
so does Boder say his yet?
No.
Oh yeah.
Well then,
Easy.
Are you going
it's
to?
your turn.
Yeah. Calm down, Andy. Mine, due to some interesting events, is what is the weirdest or most hilarious thing you've ever seen out in public?
Wait, did you say your animals?
No, no, your
Ask-
answer. The other one. Come on.
Answer the
Oh,
question.
mine was already said multiple times,
Pick
which
a
is the
different
safety
one.
tag. Because
Come on,
safety
professionalism,
tag
please.
is awesome.
Pick a different one. Come on. There's so many
Well,
animals that have gone extinct.
Second choice.
If I'm not smart,
Mine-
You can't find a saber-toothed tiger fossil. Pick something else.
Mine would have to. Oh, sorry,
Just
already
Google
went to my
cool
second choice.
extinct animals.
Mine would be the giant ape that used to live in Asia. And what
That'd be cool.
people think
Oh,
is
an
people
ape. I want a pet one.
Yeah.
You want to pet King Kong?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? You call it like Muffin or something, so they wouldn't expect it.
You know, Sweetums or something like that. Yeah.
That is, oh, Muffin. It's like, oh, I bet that's like a little dog, and then some giant gorilla comes
Miss-
around the corner.
Mr. Cuddles.
So,
Rippy McArmoff. Wait, what?
Oh,
Arr! Oh my god!
does what it says on the tin. It's not a very catchy name, I guess, but
Or it's better than Life of Pi. What did he name that orangutan? Orange juice. Wow.
sure. That is,
Oh, Jay, no.
He really liked The Simpsons. Oh, nothing. No.
And I had a really good apple juice and OJ joke, and now I can't remember it. Son of a bitch.
You should just say it as soon as you remember it with no context whatsoever.
Yes.
Bring it up.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone remembers.
Well, since Lewis already started going into his, I think maybe we should move on to his topic.
So why ask the question again, I guess.
I'm
What
going to
is-
sneeze.
Oh, I'll wait for Luke to sneeze.
For a second, I thought
Oh, there it is.
I
Wow.
thought it was like buffering because
That
he was
was-
just like he had his face all pulled back and was frozen. So I thought, wait, did we lose him?
That was we lost
My
him to
sneeze
the
took out my
sneeze.
laptop.
That was a
Just flew
sneeze and a
out.
half.
Next time,
Sneeze was too powerful.
mute your microphone.
Oh yes.
And deprive all the listeners of that sneeze.
Have a courtesy. Come on, Luke.
No, we
That's
got
just
to
a-
keep the mystery alive because we could laugh our asses off because we'd hear it. No, we wouldn't hear it. I'm retarded. Never mind.
No, come on. If you
Voter, let's move
think
on.
about it.
We're not muting our
Ask the question before
No,
it sounds
we
too
would have
late. Go.
seen it. We would have seen it, not heard it. That's what I was trying to go for
Like,
because this video's on.
again, due to recent events, is what is the most hilarious or weirdest thing you've ever seen out in public? And mine would have to definitely be people dressed up as the main characters from Four Lions, running down the street, screaming, and being chased by a mob of people.
Character.
Was there an occasion or was it just like random?
That was just completely random.
What were they characters
Okay.
Around
of?
then all of a sudden, they were characters, the main characters from a film called Four Lions. It's a comedy about terrorists.
Yeah, about terrorists trying to blow up Britain, but like they're very bad at being terrorists.
So that then it's okay. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it all right.
Yeah, that makes it totally fine.
As long as they're inadequate, it's okay.
Yeah, as long as they're hilariously bad, totally fine.
That's the only one that comes to mind.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty random and ridiculous event. So.
Do festivals count? Because I've got one, but I'm not sure if I've told the story on the podcast yet.
I've
No
never
one-
heard a story about a festival.
Festivals can count.
Okay, festivals count. All right. Well, mine
Totally.
then has to be the party moose. Everybody wants to party with the party moose. So have I ever told you guys about the party?
I've never heard of the
our
party moose.
quizzical looks into our webcams should say otherwise.
The stunned
You can't
silence.
see me, but I'm giving a quizzical look right now.
One eyebrow was raised in confusion.
Spock style. What up?
Well, I was at this festival called Leeds, and me and my friend. It was the first night, so there's no actual musicians playing. Well, there are DJs, but like no bands and whatnot playing, which we came to see. Because
What's
that's
the DJ audience there?
well, yeah, the DJ audience was huge. There was this. So we came down this hill, and there was a massive stage, and there was this mosh pit going on, and I'd never been in a mosh pit before, so like as my friends were trying to drag me in, I was kind of clawing away. So I waited on the outside for them, and then when they came out, we saw this guy in his pants. Pants is in underwear now,
Okay.
and just
Like nothing but pants.
just dancing to himself,
Alright.
and he was also wearing a moose kind of hat, and we came
That
over
full
to him.
Bullwinkle.
Yeah, we came over to him. And, we kind of just nodded and said, "Hey," and he goes, "Everybody wants to party with a party moose," and he's just dancing with us, and it's like into us. 'Cause, we've got a photo of him on Facebook, but then we have to leave because we were like, "All right, we're getting tired now. We're gonna go back to our tents," and we left him. And then we saw him like 2 minutes later. He didn't notice us. He walked past us and he said, "I've lost my friends." We never
Wow.
saw him again.
Maybe he's still looking.
Party moose still roams the woods somewhere.
Late at night.
I need that picture for the video.
I'll get the
Yeah.
picture. I'll get the...
That, or at the very least for the link dump.
We need that picture.
Yeah, we need to share Party Moose with the world.
Yes.
If you see this man,
The party moose in all its glory will spread across the internet.
still roaming the world in search
Because
of
our
his best friend.
podcast is just so popular, it's gonna spread across the internet.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna skip
New-
and he's
new
gonna be
meme.
like him.
Yes, and they'll be able to trace the downfall of internet society back to Let's Be Friends podcast number 15.
Back to Party Moose. Party Moose is where the downfall of the internet started.
I'm actually getting the
Luke's
picture.
going to wake up one day and Party Moose is going to be knocking on his
Yeah,
window.
it's where the internet jumped the shark.
Yep.
Wait. Almost got yeah, here we go. I got the picture of the party moose. Send
Okay.
it.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Send
Put
it
it,
over.
put it in the chat. I want to see this.
I'm excited. I want
Put it in
to
the
see.
chat while
I
I'm
need to see
talking.
this now.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, hold up. Oh, there's the link. We're looking at it.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. I'm excited.
That man is an inspiration to
Yes.
us all.
That man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That
That
wow.
I don't know if I can put that on the freaking YouTube channel though.
That is the best
That'll
person.
be that will be link dumped for sure.
That is a man to look up to right there.
He's not actually naked.
I know, but I don't want to scar people. We've got young children that watch this podcast. I'm talking of Jester.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shout out
Like
to the other
One year
15-year-old
younger than
listeners
me.
of our podcast. But
Yeah.
Like Jester actually listens to the podcast.
I don't know if he does. If he does, what up?
Calling him out.
If he
I
doesn't,
guess we'll
I
find
guess we're
out.
making fun of him without him knowing.
Oh.
I'm sure. No,
We're not
gonna make
actually
it-
making fun of you, Jester. Just saying.
He's
You
gonna make
are
his own
quite a bit
podcast.
younger than like a lot of the people who make the podcast.
He's gonna make his own
Just a
podcast.
fact. Just a fact, not an insult.
So he's gonna make his own podcast. It's just gonna be incredibly silent.
All right.
Just gonna-
Who else is it? Lucas and Spoder have given theirs. Mine is actually when I was younger. I went out to DC for a school trip, which is stupid in a way that we go in middle school to DC, which is really dumb. You should definitely go when you're much older. If you're from America, speaking, you should always go to these better places and historical places when you're old enough to understand what the hell you're going to. Just makes more sense. But we went to a lot of the war memorials at night. And you guys, if you ever get the chance to come to America, you definitely got to go to DC and see all the memorials because they're really freaking cool. But like the Lincoln, Korean, Vietnam, and I'm missing one other one, are all within like a couple 100 feet of each other. And they light them up at night, really cool. Problem is, what happens on the Washington Mall at night, transvestites like to come out.
Huh.
And we're
Oh.
like 11, 12-year-olds, you know? So that was
Oh,
kind of
God.
interesting. Our parents our chaperones and everything quickly ushered us back to the bus and then proceeded to berate the tour guide for not telling them because it's apparently a pretty common occurrence. So it kind of ended the night pretty shortly. And that's probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life.
A
Probably.
transvestite warning. Okay.
Well, I mean, that was, at that time, I was 12 years old. It was, of course, it was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I was 12
I
years
guess.
old and I'm from frickin' Iowa.
Weirdly, that kind of links into what my weirdest thing is. So,
Segue.
yeah, as I was,
That's
when
most
I
of
was at
your stories,
Newcastle. I was in a night out in Newcastle, my university, and I was in some club, I forget which one, and I turn around from the bar, and there's about 4 or 5 massive rugby players standing behind me, all like 6 foot something, all wearing schoolgirl outfits. I was, okay, it's just the fact that they're all just massive rugby players wearing schoolgirl outfits. It was just rather disturbing.
Please tell me this was when you were wearing your pirate outfit.
I was not wearing my power outfit. I was wearing.
Your booty.
I believe it was on our pajamas night out, so I was wearing old man pajamas. So it's kind of weird.
I've been a public spectacle a few times.
Oh, I've definitely been a public spectacle, but never dressed as a
Well,
schoolgirl.
based off your recent journals, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say you have.
Yeah.
I can't help that I get incredibly drunk. Leave me alone.
It's not my fault I have alcohol sometimes.
Yeah, it's not my
Speaking
fault.
of-
I willfully ingest it into my stomach.
Yeah.
I
How dare you judge?
people's-
Don't judge me, I drink, leave me alone.
Nah, but
I mean-
this one night where I was I just got out of a club, and I was really looking for a place to pee or piss. Sorry, I forgot I was an adult.
Need to do a wee wee.
Take a really wicked whizzer. There you go.
Yeah.
Considering I was very drunk, I probably went, I want to go potty. So I couldn't do it in the street because public urination is bad. So
Yeah, true.
Living on a
So I
farm,
went-
it's awesome.
freedom,
I could go
There you go.
anywhere I want.
Freedom.
my land. I'll whiz on all of it if I have to.
Yeah. Your cat or dog comes onto my yard, they're getting pissed on.
Oh, yeah, that's...
How do you like it?
Oh my god. Oh, that's great. That's why I lost it.
So I was looking for a place to go, and I noticed some police officers. I was like, oh shit! So I went down this alley, and got to the end of the alley, and there's a river. And I'm like, the police officers aren't going to follow me down here, because why would you not follow a very stupidly drunk person?
What are you, the river police?
Yeah. So I started peeing into the river, and of course that's against the law. And
Is it? Okay.
yes,
News to me.
it's a public
Notice.
one. Like it's right in the middle of right in the middle of
Oops.
And so I'm like, you know, when the stream gets less powerful, it starts coming onto the pavement, and there's this big puddle on the concrete in front of me. And then they came up to me and they were like, "What you doing?" And you know, quickly putting my penis away.
Good hope you did.
That is an awesome sentence.
What are you doing? And then I put my penis away. Shooting officer. And then I start to have a very bad porn movie.
Yeah. That's got to be the start of a porn film somewhere.
They were saying,
Let's look at his next journal.
Yeah. We learn the true story of what happened between Luke and the police officers.
They went to me and they said, "All right." They said, "What are you doing?" And I looked at the puddle, and zipping up in front of them, I said, in my geniusness of that moment, I said, "Oh, I was being sick over the side. I didn't want it to get all over the pavement." And these aren't stupid cops. You know, I wasn't leaning over the rails going, "Bleh." I was standing carefree, back arched, like, you know, probably whistling to myself while doing this. Well, they crept up behind me, which I find kind of odd as well. Well, they should have made their
Oh,
presence
creepy.
more there. But
Giving you a discreet cough before
Yeah,
they turn themselves.
yeah, and then like
Turn left and cough twice, please.
there's a puddle of urine in front of them, and they looked at me and they looked at each other, gave a nod, and said, "All right, just carry on with your night." And I was like, "Yes, I got away with it." In my head,
Stupid cops.
In your head, you outwitted them.
in my head, I'd beaten them. I was like, "I'm king of the world. I can do
I
drugs
thought-
now. Get away with it."
I fought the law and I won. What do you know, Beastie Boys?
Yeah, similar story, but with a different ending. We had a guy in Minnesota. He peed at work. It was into the town's water supply.
Oh my!
Wow, that is a poor choice of places to go pee.
Yeah, so they had, and it was on camera too. So he was like, I can't remember what he got charged. I'll see if I can find the link for a link dump. But yeah,
Did
he
he
was.
take a selfie?
Yeah. Well,
I thought
I
it was
doubt
on
that.
camera.
I think they think he was drunk at work. So of course he was fired, and then I believe he had criminal charges pressed against him, and then they had to like dump the whole town's water supply and like like filter it through something, and then it was a crazy amount of money it cost to fix it all. It's like,
Did let everyone in the town know it was him, so it was
oh
like
yeah,
became that guy.
Clearly saw his face on the camera, and then he turned around and took a piss. It's like, moron.
He's now that guy who pissed in the town water supply. Good going.
That guy.
Yeah,
Everybody
God.
has that guy living near
Yeah, I
them.
hate that guy. On another police
Sounds
story.
Wait, first
No?
I was going to say, sounds like he was extracting the urine.
Way, but just
Do you guys
No.
get what I mean by that?
yeah,
Extracting the urine.
No.
take the piss, extracting the urine. Yep. Don't worry, Luke, I got your back.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
Yeah. But on a better story with the police, rather than sneaking up behind you while you pee,
Yay.
one of my friends, apparently we were both quite drunk, and we were wandering home because in our wisdom we thought we could do it, despite the fact that it's about 20 miles to walk from to where we live to the from where we were. We were just stumbling along home, and then a police car pulled up, and so we were thinking, no, we need to think of a story. We wouldn't even do anything wrong. We were just walking along, and for some reason we obviously thought we were in trouble. And the police officer goes, "Got a long way to walk, mate? Yeah. Hop in, I'll give you a lift." Got a lift
Smelling
home.
of alcohol.
Yeah, stick with alcohol. We got a lift home from the police.
They probably looked at you and thought, those poor bastards.
Yeah,
That are like,
Well,
we should
Phil.
probably get these drunk idiots off our street. Just take them home.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense to
probably.
give them a ticket.
I mean, I was a pirate. My friend was a samurai. So.
See, that's a good
He was
police
probably
officer.
scared.
Not like what's going
Yeah.
on in St. Louis, in my country.
Ooh, what's going on in St. Louis?
That's,
The stuff with Ferguson, which is really bad. Like, they fired tear gas at a guy who was just literally standing on his yard going, "Why the fuck are you shooting tear gas into my house?" And they fired more tear gas at him. Like, what? Way
okay.
over the top and just crazy. The governor had to tell the police commissioner to, like, just stand the fuck down. The Missouri State Troopers are going to take over from here. You guys are all retarded. And
It's not the sort of thing you'd hope you'd have to tell people, like, don't shoot tear gas into people's houses. It's not okay.
yeah,
It's sort of a thing that shouldn't really need to be said, isn't it?
it was really messed up, and it was all live streamed over the internet. It was really bad.
Of course it
Yeah,
was.
someone's getting sued,
Everything's-
and it was like,
Everything's live streamed.
well,
on
it
the
was
internet now, so-
it was an actual news organization streaming footage because they
no.
saw the police like starting to get out the riot gear and all these other things, and they were like, "Oh shit is going down. We're gonna live stream this." And
What criminal is out there forcing our police officers?
Yeah.
yeah, they knew what was gonna happen, and it did happen, of course. So, but to get off this topic, we need to get one more topic in, and then I have two things to bring up at the end that we need to say.
Okay.
It's a very structured podcast. I like it. I
Oh
like it.
yeah,
Back to
we're
professionalism.
streamlining this shit.
Yeah.
My topic.
Aerodynamics. Oh, sorry.
Your very favorite internet video could be a one-off, or it could be a series of videos. And before the podcast, we made the constraint that it has to be outside of Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter.
Yes, mainly because we all come from.
Yeah, because we're from the community and we're all pretty familiar with the stuff in there. Now, if you want in like honorable mentions and like things that people should check out, you could like say maybe something from Rooster Teeth, but let's highlight some stuff outside of the Rooster Teeth community.
Yeah.
And anybody can start.
Want to go first?
I'll go first then. Okay.
Yeah.
I like a lot of live action comedy, which is one of the first things of Rooster Teeth that I really watched outside of some Achievement Hunter stuff. It was the RT shorts that I really fell in love with.
Awesome.
Cause it's the kind of comedy I like making. Cause I've made a few like short film things, and did a lot of videos and stuff in high school. I love that kind of stuff, which is why I like Crack.com so much.
Yes.
They have a lot of great live action
Absolutely.
series. It's like their bread and butter is their live action stuff.
After Hours.
Yeah, Cracked After Hours. Agents of Cracked. It's like it's a three season live action series of like short episodes, and it's really really awesome and a lot of weird comedy. But then it all makes sense in the end, and it's really cool. Let's see. Professor Scott Bug Presents The Marvels of the Science is a great spoof of like nature and science documentaries, and I would wholly recommend that. Antiheroes just came out. It's a 5-episode series, and at the end they put a little teaser thing at the end for what they might do, and it's this like spaceship orbiting a planet, and then it's like their little one of their guys, the more sarcastic guy with a beard, in a voice making this really comic. Oh, it's space. Everybody make a big fucking deal out of it, and then credits. Let's see, other things on the YouTube side of things. 2 really awesome groups. How It Should Have Ended, or is really, really awesome.
Good pick. Very good pick.
And they just made a really great one with the
call.
Batman Superman's Comic-Con trailer. And then Bad Lip Reading is amazing. Like their presidential 2012 debate was the first video he made, and it's called Eye of the Sparrow. And he makes music for the things. What they do is they strip the audio out, and then they like make words up that could actually look like what they're saying, and it makes no sense. Like Barack Obama in the debate is like turning to Romney, going, "Governor Romney's black. Governor Romney is black." Yes, it was it was awesome, and like the debater was like tripping balls and like seeing butterflies and everything. It was great. And all his videos, he's done NFL videos. He's done a Walking Dead one. He's done a parody one of like he recut Game of Thrones into a trailer for a
That
movie.
was a good one.
Medieval
so
Funtime
good.
Lands. So good. Like, just how did you like the kitten meat? I put kitten meat in the burgers. What? Fucking good. Those are mine. Oh yeah, one more. My one-off video. This is my one-off. Those are all series and they make a lot of content. My one-off video. Most of these will probably be linked up to, and what you guys say will be linked up to. I'll make sure to write it down. The Arlenauts Bane outtakes. It's a 7-minute long video of like, because Bane in Dark Knight Rises could have said anything because he's wearing a mask. They get somebody to do a pretty good impression of Bane and just make really random things. Like he's always talking about strawberries and getting good fiber in your diet. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Like, this is your body without fiber, and then he snaps the guy's neck. Like, so good. Anyway, those are mine, and I'll make sure to link dump those and what comes next. So have at it.
Well, mine is I got 2. One is the PBS Idea channel because I really some of his videos are just great. My favorite one of his is did the How I Met Your Mother crew deserve its ending, which you should really check out because he brings up some very good points about that. And the other one is Game Theory with Matt Pat, which he practically just his job is to overanalyze games or bring games into the real world. Like, could BioShock exist? And if it could, where would it exist? And other things like how fast is Sonic really? Is my favorite one because he proves that Sonic turns out not that fast. I know, yeah. Shocker.
Mind blown.
I believe one of the more popular ones is Link Dead in I think it's Majora's Mask. Is it? That one's a good one.
Because the theory is that every kind of mask that he collects is a different mask devoted to grief over someone dying, and then like the end game is him accepting it. It's kind of depressing in a way, but it's very good. He makes very good content, and I really recommend people check him out.
Okay,
so that's mine.
So I'll go next, and generally 3 of the things I was going to say already been said. So I also like musical sort of stuff, so I would go for Epic Rap Battles, which most people probably heard of.
Epic Rap Battles of Rooster Teeth or Epic Rap Battles of History?
Epic Rap Battles of History.
Okay.
Because they're just so fantastic, and it's just...
Yeah, the guy who did the rap battles of Rooster Teeth just got hired at Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I would also put The Warp Zone, which does like parody songs of various things, and I think the best one out of that is their Misty Mountains rap, which is just... I just didn't watch that forever just because it's so fantastic.
Oh, the Arlenauts, they did a one where they have the Hobbits singing Just Beat It from Michael Jackson.
Awesome.
What was the name of that group so I can write it down?
The Warp Zone.
The Warp Zone. All right.
Yep.
My favorite series. Tough one. I'd have to say either Honest Trailers, which I'm sure people here may have heard of. Honest Trailers are some of the funnier things on YouTube at the moment, where they just take a trailer and say
Make it
how it
honest.
really should be. It's just a really big parody. Also, an honourable mention would definitely have to be Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4-Star, which is
And anything
very
abridged,
popular.
really.
One of the most hilarious things I've ever watched. And
If I had
also,
to-
again from Team 4-Star, would definitely have to be Krillin Plays. And preferably Krillin Plays Among the Sleep.
Put that in the chat, because I don't know how to
Among the
type
Sleep
that.
is so hilarious. Which one?
The last one.
There's quite a few.
Krillin Plays.
Oh.
I could barely.
If I had to pick an abridged series, I would have gone with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's just
Oh God. Oh,
Yeah.
made me think of quotes all night now.
I've been wanting to get into that, but my incision is kind of.
Yeah.
I don't want to laugh too hard.
My
You will laugh very hard.
spring. Don't worry, Taya. In another few hours, the sun will rise. What does that even? What does that even mean? I don't know. It just says words at the bottom like actual dialogue.
Luke, I do have to thank you for getting me into Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
No problem. Happy to help.
I know I did annoy you for like the first 3 weeks of watching it by changing every single character name I could.
Oh yeah, like vegetable and was Goku's one?
Oh, I forgot what Goku's was. Oh, I believe I called him Gok 1 at some point.
Yeah, got and then
Got one.
Piccadilly.
My boy Piccadilly.
Shut up. Shut up,
Piccadilly.
please.
All right.
What's so wrong about like King Kong as well?
Get out.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, anything else?
I do actually have a couple things to talk about at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
One is a wraparound to how we started the podcast talking about Robin Williams.
Mhm.
One of the YouTube reviewers that I follow is Jeremy Johns, and he reviews like all the major movies because he gets in for free. And he's a really good reviewer. I happen to agree with quite a lot of the things he says about movies because he's just a guy who likes movies and isn't a huge nerd. So generally have the same viewpoints on movies. One thing he did on Monday night was to put up a video reviewing Aladdin, and all the ad money he gets from that video, which I will definitely put in the link down, maybe even put it at the top, is all the money that he gets from that is going to the American Depression something association, the ADAA.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so he's like wanting to get as many views on it as possible, so the more money he raises can go to that. So I think it's a good cause, and I'll definitely be linking that video.
Everybody,
We'll
click
definitely
that
be
video
doing
and
that a lot.
refresh like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
And
do that.
share it with everybody you know, because it's actually a really good review of a really good movie and is going for a good cause. So it's a win-win all around.
Yeah, very good cause.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
And last, something Rooster Teeth related, the iBlade trilogy teaser came out today.
yes.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I'm a little excited.
Can somebody explain that to me?
It's
Oh, as in what context?
As in, are they making it? Because I swear I saw like a link. I didn't click on the link though in the description. Are they making it for a reason, or are they making it just to make it?
I think they're making it just to make it. It's got like everybody
they're
from
making it-
Rooster Teeth
yeah.
in it. Like
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it's connected with.
I don't think it is. It just
I don't
looks
think
like
so. I
a
think
it's like a
it's just
three.
the fact-
They said it's gonna be a 3-episode
Yeah, it's a trilogy.
little thing. It's just that's it. It's a self-contained
Okay.
story, and
But it's just show that you can go in different directions, sort of thing, maybe.
So good.
It does look absolutely fantastic.
like
It's
there's a
just
scene
do
in
it.
the beginning where Gus just like turns and claps at the table, and he's wearing
Yeah.
like a
Little
knight's piece
chainmail
around his head,
journey.
like a chainmail piece, and it's just clapping like a moron, like and smiling while he's turning, like yes.
Fantastic.
And Gilby, and you see Gilby like at a table, just staring very intensely with his huge freaking beard and in Viking gear. It's
It
like,
does pull off
yes.
the medieval look very well.
and of course,
Although,
I don't
yeah.
know what to think of Blaine's character.
It
Yeah.
seems like the dick of the office is what they're going
Yeah,
for.
it seems to be going for the whole muscle bound douchebag sort of thing. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Chris is probably going to be like the character. Like I've got all these great ideas, but no one listens to him.
Yeah.
Blaine's character
the,
is like
the lovable hero sort of thing.
Yeah.
Blaine's character is like the like
He's Captain
the,
Hammer.
the jock.
Yeah, pretty much.
The hammer is my penis.
Could go one podcast
Oh,
about making
that
a Nathan
actually-
Fillion reference.
That actually reminded me of something. I watch Nerd HQ. It's put together by Zachary Levi, who was the star of Chuck. It's something that's it's a free event, I think, that goes on during Comic-Con. Like, it's outside of Comic-Con. I think this year, I know last year they had it in Petco Park, which is a baseball stadium. And all he does is put on like hour-long panels with celebrities, and they like auction off items and things to sell for Operation Smile. And Nathan
Okay.
Fillion goes to like every single one. Him and Alan Tudyk are always like either one guy's doing one or they will share a panel or whatever. Alan Tudyk's had like the best Nathan Fillion story I ever heard. It was during like I think it was the Halo 2 launch party or the Halo 3 one.
No, the Halo 3 maybe is
He's at the
not.
Halo 3 launch party, and then like all of a sudden, Bieber and his crew just like roll in and tell everyone to leave because Bieber wants the room to play, and Fillion just turns right to his bodyguards and goes like, "Nah, that ain't happening, son," and just keeps playing. Yes, that is why
Hero.
Nathan Fillion is a nerd god.
Sound
Hero.
people can't say that like stuff. People say stuff like, "Oh, that's just a story. Maybe it didn't actually happen." But thing is, with Nathan Fillion, you really believe it because he is the type of man who would do something like that. Like,
And plus,
yeah,
he was in
absolutely.
the game. Like he was in Halo 3 too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was him and Tudyk and a lot of the people who ended up on Castle and who have been in like Firefly and Joss Whedon stuff did all the Marine voices
I
in a lot of
swear-
the Halos.
He was fucking ODST as well, wasn't he?
yeah, I
He was
swear,
Yeah.
he was
I
the
see-
main leader. In
Yeah, that was Buck, wasn't
I
it?
swear,
Yeah, but-
ODST was just built to get some of the cast on Firefly into Bungie Studios for like one day.
pretty much
probably.
that and
Probably, yeah.
Tricia Helfer from Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean I actually just got that game.
ODST is
Which
is
is-
a very good game.
Another
Good
thing
game,
I
yeah.
need to pimp is that since I live in America, I get free shipping from a gaming website I follow. It's Gamers is a Midwest chain, but they have an eBay store. So you can, no matter where you are in America, you can get really awesome stuff. And they list a lot of games, especially the older ones, for like $5. Since it's eBay, if nobody bids, you get it for $5. So this last week I got Pokemon Red, Halo ODST, Lord of the Rings, War in the North, and an Xbox Live chat pad, all for $20. Just from that website.
Nice.
And it's all really fast shipping. And if it doesn't work, you send it back because they're a certified gaming store. They have to take returns if it doesn't work. It's like,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Sweet.
it is like the best eBay thing ever.
If you live in America.
Yeah, they do not ship
Yeah.
outside of the contiguous U.S. because they're a really small chain. They only have like 15 stores throughout the Midwest, and I actually live close to one of their brick stores, which it's nice. They have a lot. They're allowed to sell things like Game Boy Advances and PlayStation 1s because they're allowed to sell the older ones, whereas GameStop can't because they're classified as collectible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think the American listeners should definitely check out.
They should.
I mean,
because
if I
it's-
lived
it's
if
gonna
I
help
lived in
you-
America, I would.
you
do
build your game library for dirt cheap.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really
I would
have
buy
too
my
many games.
son an Uberman dolls.
And in other news related to the channel itself, speaking of Let's Be Friends, we're going to have a new YouTube banner and new YouTube logo crafted
Yeah.
by our friend Wandy.
Who is available? Oh, I shouldn't say that. Actually, I don't know if he's available to do drawings of people for money. Sorry, scratch that. That's Moa, not money.
And
I mean,
this,
you can ask
this-
him, see what happens.
And this podcast is
Shout
going to
out to
also
Moa.
be on SoundCloud,
Yes.
which is, and we'll leave it up
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. And if people download it and like the service, because then they don't have to listen on YouTube specifically, we'll take it off once the next podcast, number 16, is ready to go up for downloading.
Yes, and that's how it'll work.
That will work. And if people really like it and if we see good numbers on it, I would not be adverse to paying for the $5 subscription so we could have 3 to 4 podcasts up at a time and just rotate them through. And if it gets really big, maybe going with the better subscription of unlimited archiving, which would be kind of cool to have all our podcasts up on a website. And actually, we're looking at making some Let's Be Friends shirts. I think it'd be really cool for next year that we could wear. We could wear them on community days and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wandy's got a
approve.
really cool theme going with what he made for my SoundCloud pick. That will be the YouTube. It will be the same theme, maybe a little different tweaking for YouTube specific because the dimensions are different. The theme is multinational, and what he did was in LBF, the letters, put individual flags from all the different countries of people who have been on Let's Be Friends.
Of course you did.
Oh, awesome.
And so it's a really cool looking logo. And we're looking at maybe trying to find a way to adapt that theme to a shirt. I was thinking something along the lines of like having LBF on the top of the shirt, like on the chest area, high in the chest area, and then a globe underneath it
Yeah.
with like little flags. Or maybe have Let's Be Friends over top of the globe, have it be a different color to kind of construct space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in
Yeah,
the back,
I can see
it
that.
would be like, we're all a little mad here from the GIF that is the top, the GIF that's the top of the thread. We're all a little mad in here.
We're also doing more videos, aren't we? Now, full play.
Yes. Legendary Runs is coming back. Halo 3.
Ah,
Lucas and me blasted away the Covenant. Master Chief.
watch
like a
me
boss.
die.
Oh, there will be so much death. So much death. I may bust out a Halo death counter on Adobe
Oh.
Premiere. I'm going to try to find a way to like make
Dear
that
God, no.
work with the name burning. It's going to be so much editing though, because I'm going to have to make an individual title for every single time the number changes. That's going to suck so much. But we're also
Yeah.
looking at making more Let's Plays.
Speaking of Let's Plays, I think there's going to be a computer Minecraft Let's Play coming up soon.
Yes, I saw
There's
that
someone-
on the Minecraft
Yeah.
server. Jacob built
Jacob
really
built a maze.
awesome maze in the PC server. We'll try to find a way to record that in everybody's
I think
audio.
it's being recorded tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Actually, I think
Ooh.
we're supposed to be running the maze tomorrow night. I think.
Awesome. And then
So, stay tuned.
with Lucas, myself, Cam, and another former LBF goer, Chris, aka Birdman84, we'll be filming
Birdman.
some 4-person Let's Plays. Since the three of us have game capture devices, we all have Elgatos. We'll be able to record 3 different perspectives, so we'll have some pretty cool multi-camera editing, which I'm looking forward to trying and producing.
Who is the bastard who doesn't have a cam? Jesus.
I don't know. Could it be a guy in this podcast?
Ah,
I don't know.
maybe.
Hmm.
Nah, I don't think it is.
I feel bad.
No. I think we're gonna have to
Yeah.
get Sherlock in on this one.
We are pretty much
Done.
right at an hour. We're like 2 minutes short of an hour.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah, I think we hit everything we need to hit. Do you guys have anything that I missed?
Nothing springs to
Oh
mind.
yeah, Ruby is
I'm
now
looking-
going to be in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, they got
It
Warner
is?
Brothers is helping them distribute it in Japan for a 2015 release. They're going to bring in Japanese like dubbers and stuff.
Sweet.
That's awesome. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a big step.
Fucking hell.
Not surprising because of the quality of it, but like
Surprising it's working that way. Usually it's the other way around. The Japanese stuff comes
Yeah,
from
usually it comes from Japan rather than going to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That'll probably get link dumped. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Also-
that reminds me, isn't
also-
Battle of the Gods out in like theaters now in America?
yes, Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. If you haven't seen it, shame finger. You have to see the shame
never
finger.
been a fan.
Oh,
Eh, I mean,
I just never had a chance to watch it. I had 6 channels growing up.
wow.
Okay, we'll let you off.
there you are. What?
But the internet is now available
With a
to you.
warning.
I didn't
wouldn't
get high speed internet until I was 17. I was on dial up until I was 17.
Why?
That was terrible childhood.
Yeah,
terrible
it's 2007. Had
How did you
dial up.
pull-
Dial-up internet in 2007. That was just a metaphor for
I didn't-
terrible childhood, right
I
there.
didn't get high speed internet until I went to college. Like
A whole new world.
pretty much, yeah.
I was just going to say, I am. If you'll be willing to post it, my journal, I'm looking for love. So if,
Oh yeah,
This is now a Lonely Hearts
number
column.
2 on my
apparently.
thing is Lucas's girl finding threads or
please,
journals.
It's just like
Yeah, it's on my
Look,
link.
back
though.
page of Craigslist.
Luke, don't you know there are no girls
You know
in the
what's
internet?
awesome about Craigslist in the Midwest? People use it like it's supposed to be used and actually list like awesome shit for selling. Yeah, I found some really awesome shit on Craigslist last week that I intend to buy.
can us Brits Craigslist?
I think we can, Craig.
Yeah, it's a worldwide website.
It seems like a scary place to go, though, so I wouldn't really want to try.
Yeah.
Just stick to the for sale side of things. You're much better off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go into the dark side of Craigslist.
No.
Every place on the internet has a dark side.
Yep.
I don't know. I would think PBS probably doesn't.
I don't
You
know.
always never delve deep enough.
Yeah, public television probably has a decent. Their dark side's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers has a secret. He
Yeah.
sometimes wears sneakers.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All right, let's wrap
Wow.
it up. We are just over an hour now.
Okay.
So thank you for tuning in, and remember, if you're seeing this on YouTube or at some point, I'll put it in the description so that before you start watching this, you won't hear it if you don't watch it, is to download it on SoundCloud so we can actually know, who's all downloading it and stuff. And if it's
Can I
worth
be credited as a special guest?
no.
No, surely I should be a special guest.
You're here all
Surely.
the time, man.
First appearance
Focus.
right here.
I've been on, like, every single
I'm
one.
here all the time,
No, I
and
haven't.
Luke is a special guest.
You've been on at least
Please.
80%.
I mean, if you want me to be here all the time, I'm okay with that. But
All right, we're done.
I need
Say goodbye.
the attention. Give me attention.
No. Shush.
Bad Andy,
Say
back in your
goodbye.
case.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
What a
Waves frantically.
We're not recording video.
Well, that's why I said it.
And we're out.